Donald Trump sure seems to think that that McDonald's stunt was a massive success. It remains to be seen, but he is using it now in his fundraising, sending this out to his followers saying, I have a McGIFT for you. I'm sure McDonald's loves that. And it's got a picture of him with MAGADonalds and him leaning out the window. And it says, I am the first and only 2024 presidential nominee to work at McDonald's. You know, because he's continuing for literally months now in this lie that she didn't work at McDonald's in the 80s. It's super weird. I don't know why that would be like your closing message to voters, but he likes it. We'll get into more of that in a sec. But I don't want to focus as much on the lie about her as the other lie in that. It says, I have a McGift for you. Oh, that's cool. I can get your stupid t-shirt. It's a McGift. No, it's not. It's McOverpriced because when you click on it, you have to contribute at least $100 to receive the shirt, which is fine. They do that all the time in this sort of fundraising. You give money, you get a shirt. We've done that previously with our fundraising, but we don't pretend that it's a gift. A gift that cost $100 isn't a gift. It's a product, and you'd think a businessman would understand the difference there. But anyway, the lie is definitely a part of this, and we'll get into some fact checking of that. But Yaz is with us today, and Yaz, we didn't talk with you about the McDonald's thing. What do you think about the stunt, the fundraising? What do you think?
I think a lot of things about this. I know Kamala Harris is his opponent in a presidential race, and that is a very big deal. But even Kamala has to be like, bro, like, why are you so obsessed with me? He did all of this because he's so obsessed with Kamala Harris. She said one thing on the campaign trail, one thing that he could not remotely relate to, and he's like, I have to go work a fry counter at McDonald's just to stick it to Kamala. It has no bearing on this actual election that he's running. He is so unserious, and he's a presidential candidate. It's very, very scary.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
And also, do you think, this is a real question for you. It says he called it MAGADonald. Do you think that he likes the fact that it's like MAGA Donald Trump, like he is Donald in the MAGADonalds? What do you think about that? Do you think that was like an accidental pun or an intentional one is what I'm asking?
I don't have enough brain function left to analyze it.
Do you think that it occurred to them that that's what it was? I don't know. I have more thoughts. Maybe. No, what?
I don't know. Yeah, it's very stupid. I know that. We'll see.
Maybe all very stupid. I'll give you more of my analysis once you present the rest of the story. But like, those are my initial thoughts on all of this. Is that it's all just so stupid. I mean, obviously it's stupid. It's obviously stupid, and in particular, it's a stupid thing to do so close to the election. This is when he is not doing interviews. I know I said I'd talk more later, but this is when he's not doing interviews of any kind of consequence. You know, Kamala Harris did the 60 Minutes interview. She did the Fox News interview with Bret Baier. She is exposing herself to audiences that wouldn't ordinarily actually get to hear from her speak, because usually on Fox News, whenever they show Kamala Harris, they're just showing snippets of things that she said at rallies or in interviews and things like that. They're not showing the full context of the things that she's saying. And so they're just getting like a very cherry-picked negative, like bad perception of her, this bad view of her. And it's also coupled, it's flanked with negative commentary on either side of it, with all these pundits telling their viewers, this is so dumb. Like you're supposed to laugh at this. You're not supposed to like this, all these things. So whenever she went and did that interview with Bret Baier, even though everyone in right-wing media is saying that she bombed it, that it was no good, that she tanked her entire campaign with it, maybe she actually did get out, reach some people. Some people were actually able to hear her speak for the first time. And then conversely, you have like with the 60 Minutes interview, she did that. And Donald Trump is refusing to do the 60 Minutes interview. And not only that, he's threatening to sue CBS because he's saying that they altered the footage to make her look better. And he also threatened to just like revoke their broadcasting license if and when he becomes president, which is a threat to free speech and free press. So
that's 100%. Look, it's a great juxtaposition. And if you're a MAGA person watching this, like, I know that nothing will ever get through to you about your boy, but he's scared. That's why he's wasting his time in a McDonald's and he's talking to like, young incels on Rumble or whatever. And he is avoiding an actual confrontation with either Harris or anyone who would ask him tough questions because he knows he does not have the capacity to answer it.
Mhm.
That is why he is hiding away. He's canceling his interviews. He's going to his safe spaces because he doesn't have confidence in himself to be able to stand up under any pressure whatsoever.
Yeah, and he's not just canceling interviews, but he's also canceling campaign appearances. He had a lot more scheduled and he said, I'm not going to do them anymore. And you're absolutely right. In going after like CBS, he's acknowledging that the 60-minute interview made her look good and he does not like that.
Exactly. So look, I just want to briefly mention that he is still sticking with his insane, weird obsession with Harris not putting McDonald's on her resume for law school or whatever. So he says, we have checked with McDonald's and they say definitively that there is no record of lying Kamala Harris ever having worked there. In other words, that I prefer, in lying words, she never worked there and has lied about this job for a year. Wait, no, I get that you think she's lying. It's still a job. Why are you questioning if it's a job? You're undercutting your whole stunt now. Now you're implying it's not a job. Additionally, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are killing franchises, want to end all franchises. What are you talking about? They're not campaigning on ending McDonald's franchises. That's not a thing. Also, no, McDonald's didn't do that, you lying sack of McNuggets. There's headlines, they didn't say that. That's not a thing. And also to my point, I was wondering about like McDonald's doing this with Trump at all. They're making clear they're not endorsing a presidential candidate and they have, I guess, offered time for Harris to go. No, don't go. Do campaign events, actual campaign events. And look, I will say this. I'm not great with predictions or whatever, and I get things wrong. Maybe him spending like a full day when he's too tired to do actual interviews, pretending to serve fries or whatever, is a great strategy. And maybe that wins him the presidency. And I will say this, if him doing this stunt can win him the presidency in America, then we deserve him because we're terrible and we clearly don't deserve better if that's the sort of thing that can bamboozle and hoodwink us into putting a fascist back in charge of our country. I think we'll deserve it. It'll be rough on a lot of us, and a lot of other people have worked very hard to stop that from happening. But in a cosmic sense, I think we'll collectively deserve our dark future.